So yes, we were saying about matrix. So this matrix has Na as its element. So why it's Na? Because we haven't specified any type. Okay. Uh, then again, remember that DIM was uh, the attribute of object. So when we are using DIM, it's giving the dimension, the number of rows, and number of columns. And just in case we are not sure about how many attributes are there, or um, how many attribute functions are valid for this particular object, we certainly can use attributes function and pass the object, and we'll get the uh, basically attribute and with the value. So we will kind of get all the attribute that the object possesses. Okay. So when we will use uh, that names attribute, uh, so this dimension doesn't have names, so it basically returns nothing. So yes, but when we are using class attribute, so it has specific class matrix. So if you remember, during this thing, I told you that okay, it returns basically the data type, but that data type could be or could not be from that five basic data types. So see, this one is the case. It class basically returns the data type of that matrix um, with the string of matrix written in it. So it consider matrix as a prime data type, although it is not in those five atomic data type. Okay. Uh, After class, there is one more attribute, length. So when you will use length and this matrix, what it gives you is the length if this matrix is flattened. So when we count the total number of elements, uh, it basically given by this length function. So uh, uh, so uh, so we were talking about Na. There is actually an interesting observation for Na is Na actually works uh, same like null. So here, if you can see, I have assigned over here a variable x, and x has a value Na. Same goes for y. So I'll run this. If you don't want to click the run button every time, you can use the shortcut Control Enter. So I'm running this. Here you can see mm, the x Na value is assigned to x. Now I'll run it for the y. Okay. Now see, this is the function is.na. So how will you justify that if a particular variable is storing na as a value? So you store is.na. Sorry, you use is.na function, and this function basically gives you the boolean output true or false based on if the x or the argument is na or not. So see, here we are getting true just because x is na. Well, let's see, let me change this to 20, run it, and well, we have false. Okay, now change it back to na. Okay. um okay, so now x is na again, And if I'm comparing x with y, so 1 equal to is assignment, double equal to is comparison. So if I'm comparing x equal to y, technically it should return either true or false, but since the values which are comparing with na, so basically the one operator which is equal to, and if any of the side is na, so it will give the output na. That's it, neither true nor false. Okay. uh, so that's all about na. And okay, so yes, regarding vector, we can try this example. If you remember, I told you this v1 is a separate vector, v2 is a separate vector. So let's run it. v1 is a separate vector. Now v2 is a separate vector of 356, 9. And if we are combining those two, so let's see what v3 gives us. So let's write it v3. And so if you see, v3 is giving us 1 2 3 356 and 9. It basically combines both v1 and v2. It opens up and then store it as a separate vector. Okay. And see, it was blank before, and as we are doing some programming, we are initializing variables, vectors, using them. So this area is being filled up, and you can see every variable that we have used. Soon we'll use certain functions, so you can find a certain function, or we'll prepare certain models, so you can see certain models function over there. We'll use data frame objects, so you can find data frames over there.